We now move to deportation drama. In a bizarre and high-risk immigration twist, 3 U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers have been stranded in Djibouti alongside 8 dangerous criminal migrants. Their unplanned layover follows a court order that barred the deportation of the convicts to South Sudan, leaving both officers and detainees marooned under dangerous and deteriorating conditions. According to the exclusive report by the New York Post, the ICE officers and migrants are being housed in a Connex shipping container on Camp Lemonnier, a U.S. naval base in the East African country of Djibouti. The base, however, sits in the line of fire within range of rocket attacks launched by Houthi rebels in Yemen just across the Red Sea. In fact, Pentagon officials alerted ICE to the threat upon the team's arrival.
The conference room in which the aliens are housed is not equipped nor suitable for detention of any length, let alone for the detention of high-risk individuals. Notably, the room has none of the security apparatus necessary for the detention of criminal aliens. If an altercation were to occur, there is no other location on site available to separate the aliens, which further compromises the officers' safety.
Now, the 8 men in custody have been convicted of heinous crimes ranging from murder to sexual assault of minors, armed robbery, arson, and gang-related shootings. Yet, due to a May 22nd ruling by the U.S. District Judge Brian Murphy in Boston, their removal was halted mid-air. The judge argued that the Trump administration had violated a March order prohibiting deportations to countries that were not the migrants' native homelands, insisting that each detainee must be given notice and opportunity to object.
Recent months have seen, South Sudan itself descend into a state of further, escalation and conflict, and people in this region will not expect that the United States would actually be sending potential aliens that they deem to be unfit to stay in the United States to South Sudan. This may constitute actually a violation of international humanitarian law.
Now, only one of the 8 alleged criminals is originally from South Sudan. The rest hail from Cuba, Laos, Mexico, Myanmar, and Vietnam. And according to the Department of Homeland Security, all 8 had final removal orders where the alleged criminals did not contest their deportation.
The ICE officers lack body armor or other gear that would be appropriate in the case of an attack.
Meanwhile, the ICE officers assigned to guard them are operating under extreme physical and environmental stress. They are the only personnel authorized to escort the detainees to the bathroom and carry out pat-downs, forcing a strict and exhausting rotation schedule. In fact, the team was not issued anti-malaria medication until more than 2 days after arriving in Djibouti, leading to some to fall ill within 72 hours. And burn pits in the area, which are used by locals to dispose of waste, have only added to the health risk through toxic smog exposure.
It is outrageous that this judge is putting the health and safety of law enforcement officers at risk for the sake of criminals.
Now, even though a Solicitor General has filed an emergency appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court seeking to overturn Judge Murphy's decision, the ICE officers continue to remain stranded in a war zone adjacent camp, surrounded by criminals with nowhere to go, awaiting legal decisions that could take weeks. Hence, this case is a stark reminder that sometimes justice and logistics collide in ways no one anticipates.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
At $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka kaljo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$1
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.